Attention all you fake-ass people, narcissistic assholes, backstabbing traitors, and users. Listen up. I've got a message for you, and it's not pretty. I've put up with your endless bullshit, your pathetic lies, and your manipulative games. You've taken my kindness for weakness, used me, and stabbed me in the back whenever it suited you. Well, fuck that, and fuck you too. I'm not your fucking doormat anymore. You can take your deceit, your betrayal, and your lies and shove them straight up your ass. I'm done with your toxic garbage, your fake-ass smiles, and your self-serving games. So here's my final message to all of you worthless pieces of shit. Fuck you. Fuck your fake-ass smiles. Fuck your two-faced bullshit. And fuck everything you stand for. I'm done with all your fucking bullshit, and you can kiss my fucking ass.
What's going on, man? What's up? 313 The New Breed, Real Talk. Back at it again, man. Live at the crib. Just something I thought about recently. I've been meaning, it's one of the topics I always wanted to speak up on, but now I get a chance to. Is it's just things I wish I would have known when I was younger that I know now. And it's a lot of those things I look up and I be like, damn, if I would have known this shit when I was younger, or maybe I did know about it, but I just didn't pay attention to it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things you can pretty much say within that. Like, I wish I would have known more to save my money more. You know what I'm saying? I would have a lot more money saved up, but when you're young, especially when you're a teenager, you're in your 20s or even in your 30s, you just, we're taught to just, you got to live your life to the fullest. When you're younger, a lot of times, man, you care about partying, you care about women, you care about a lot of things and stuff, and you don't think about it. And you're so into that more than working and saving your money. And I know me personally, man, I wish I would have had somebody when I was younger tell me more about just saving my money, investing my money, and having more, because who knows, how much I would have had saved or how much I known and how much I would have had by now. Now, person could have probably retired early. So, yeah. Money. Yeah, I know when you're younger, you spend your money on just dumb stuff and things, that can make you happy. But then at the same time, when you buy it, you be like, man, this don't mean nothing to me no more. I don't have the same kind of excitement I did before on it. And that's how it is when you have money. And then when you spending it on stuff, like if you spending it on shoes, Jordans, clothes, just unnecessary stuff. And we start to look back at it and you just be like, man, why did I spend my money on this? Like, why did I spend my money on these Jordans? Why did I spend my money on these clothes? And then at the time, you like it, you like the outfits and stuff. But over time, you be like, damn, I get tired of this. Like, I got to find something different. I got to do something different. I got to do that. And then that's how you get to be clueless with your money, man, because we know to just spend, because as Black people, man, us as consumers, we spend more than any other race on things and just things that don't really mean anything, which, is our downfall. Like, yeah, I wish I would have known how to save money. I wish I would have known how to put myself first. That's another one. Put myself first. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, man, I put everybody else first, but I never just look back and just say, hey, man, I need to put myself first. I didn't realize that until I got into my 40s. And then I'm actually still learning that to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, why take this long to do this? Or why am I, why is it taking me this amount of time or whatever? And it's just, man, you start to think and you just be like, damn, why did I take so long to think that? But when, like I said, man, when you young, you don't think about it. You just more about just having a good time, living life. You don't even know the world like you used to, man. Or some of y'all still in college, you partying in college. Some people just, you don't take college seriously. I know when I was younger, man, I didn't take college seriously. And I found myself just not caring about it. I didn't study. I didn't do none of that stuff. And that's like one of my biggest downfalls, man, in life. And I still think about it to this day, is that I wish I would have took school serious. I wish I would have took school serious, because ain't no telling where I would be at. Man, it took me, a lot of times it took me to be in my last year of high school to really really take it serious. Because throughout high school, man, I ain't really take nothing serious like that, man. I love basketball, but I wish I would have took basketball serious, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But I never really took school serious, especially, high school, middle school. I never really took it as serious as I did when I was in elementary. You know what I'm saying? So I wish I would have took that seriously. Who else would I would have been? I would have probably had a scholarship somewhere. Wish I would have took basketball in high school. I was good at it. I was damn good at it. I just, after a while, it just wasn't fun for me. And I still look back at that and like, hell was I thinking, man? But that's what happens when you young and dumb, man. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know better. And I wish I would have known that back in high school. I was just more about just playing basketball with my friends and just video games and, staying up late, looking at, watching TV and shit that I didn't realize. I'm over here watching BET Uncut and all this other stuff, man. I mean, hey, that's how it was. That was the good old days, back when BET was really something. Nah, that shit is just trash. It's horrible. But I wish I would have took that serious, because, man, if I would have took school serious, ain't no telling where my life would be at. But it's, you look at it as a lesson learned. Like I said, I wish I would have took basketball more seriously when I was younger too, because like I said, I love basketball. Man, I love basketball more than I did women. And I was thinking about that shit 24/7. I just got to the point to where it just wasn't fun for me anymore, man. When I was younger, it just wasn't fun. It was so easy. Like, I thought basketball was easy because it was just like I slept basketball, but it was just like my grades was slipping. Didn't care about my grades, man. I just cared about playing basketball. Then, never really tried out for the team. If I would have tried out, I probably would have made it if I was serious on it. But fortunately, I wasn't serious, and, that cost me. But it took me my last year of high school to really become serious and just be like, man, I want to graduate, because it's like one of the worst feelings is not graduating with your class, and you got to take summer school. So I'm thinking like, man, I can't do that, bro. I got to graduate with my class. But some of my friends were so surprised that I graduated. They was like, dude, you ain't did nothing, man. You barely be in class and all that stuff. I'm like, man, it took my last year to really think, hey, man, I can't. I got to get my diploma. I got to make, my people's, happy. I got to make my mother happy for me, things like that. And just my family in general. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm the first. I'm the first male to graduate high school. I would have been the first one out of my siblings that would have graduated, but I just didn't take it seriously, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I look back at it and just say, man, I wish I would have did that. But I didn't. Like I said, I didn't know no better. I was just all about just doing some things. Got into smoking weed when I was younger, man. I stopped doing that shit. Like, dude, I stopped doing that in like 2000. That was the last time I even smoked. Was when I was in high school. And I told myself, I said, man, I ain't gonna do this shit no more. And I wasn't even tempted. Like, I just brought to myself, man, I was looking at commercials. I was looking at how people's lungs is well done, like steaks. And I was like, man, I can't do that. I don't want mine to look like that. So been clean for about 26 years now, since 2000. So I'm very happy about that. You know what I'm saying? But, it is what it is. You live and you learn. Aussie Hunter, man, what's going on? Say life is life, just enjoy it. Yeah, of course. I mean, I would say too, you got to enjoy life. You got to live life to the fullest. But there's always going to be times where you just wish you knew things younger than you do when you get older. But, oh yeah, the ideas are definitely, you still got to live life. You still got to have fun. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I call it experiences, because when you have an experience, like when you're having a good time, you always make good experiences. I don't even call it like having a good time or things like that. I call it experience. Like if I'm out with a female, I want her to have a good experience on going out with me and where we go. Just something that they can remember. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I am, man. I just want to go to places and be like, man, I just want to go there to just remember. It's a lot of things and places that I've been through over the past 5 years that I haven't even done when I was younger. Like, it's insane. Like, it's like I said, saving money, not spending money on just reckless shit that you don't need. Investing money, putting your stuff in stocks and bonds, and that's something I wish I would have known when I was younger. I think I've heard people say it to me, but my mind was so much in one ear and out of the other when I was younger. I was just more about just having fun, spending my money, whatever. I didn't care. It was my money. I worked on it and stuff. But then when you get to be broke, that's one of the worst feelings too, man, is being broke. But you know what I'm saying? But you want to still have fun, but you don't want to be broke on top of that. You don't want to spend your money recklessly. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I wish I would have known, man, is not to spend a lot of money on dates. I've learned that as I got older. I was just so, and well, it wasn't even more so I was trying to impress women. It was just more so I was just trying to impress myself and having fun. Like, I didn't even care if the woman liked the experience or not. I was just more about, damn, is this shit fun for me? You know what I'm saying? Is it cool with me? I didn't really care about what they thought. I just cared about, hey, I have fun. That's all that matters. They didn't like it. It is what it is. But sometimes I wish I didn't have to spend, as much money as I should have on dates. It happens. But some guys, they be spending like hundreds, thousands of dollars on a date, and you can't even get close to these chicks. Like, this woman's not putting into her future. If she's not paying anything back to you, it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's just not worth it. Like I said, saving stocks, just things I wish I would have done when I was younger. Trying to think of some other things as well. Just live in the moment. When you having fun, relish it. I wish I would have valued. I wish I would have got rid of people that did me wrong and just not deal with it. Like, what I mean by, if people did me wrong or told lies about me or just did some negative stuff to me, and sometimes I would be quick to bring them back in my life because I didn't, I was afraid of losing friendships, or I was afraid of losing just having at least a friendship with a chick who wasn't feeling me. And then I look back and I'll be like, okay, I bring them back in my life. But then I'm thinking, like, why did I not want to be around this person? Then I really thought about it and I'm like, oh, yeah, I see that now. But I'm more of a type of person now to where I have very less tolerance for ignorant people and dumbness and people that's negative, that's disrespectful. Like, when I was younger, man, I was just so about just especially, with women, I was just cool being around the presence, and I didn't want to lose the friendships, man. I was thinking about any other type of way. I would just hang on to them and they'd be cool and they'll like me and all that shit. So I'm just like, but then as I realize as I'm older, man, it's not even worth it, man. If a person doesn't even want to be around you, don't want a friendship with you, don't even just, every time you be around them, they act different. You know what I'm saying? They be different. They treat you like crap and stuff in public. Yeah, man, it's just messed up. It's just messed up. I just wish, like I said, I wish I would have known that when I was younger, man. Just like I said, it's different, man. I'm about to be 45 this year, which is crazy, man. I'm almost 50. I'd be like, ooh. Sometimes you'd be like, damn, it was just in the 30s, just in the 20s. But I would just say too, when you younger, I just wish I did things when I was younger and I would have had more fun. Like, some of the stuff I did now, I wish I would have did that younger. I probably would. But then again, maybe it's best I didn't do it younger because I probably would have been reckless with stuff. And I didn't want to be that. Like, I think when I was another thing I wish I would have known when I was younger, I wish I would have I think I wish I would have been a little bit more patient with people, certain people. Cause some of y'all know, if y'all follow me on Facebook, the early years of Facebook, man, I had like, ooh, dude, I was angry. I was, around a lot of women, and then they did me wrong, and I took it out on women that I shouldn't have. That's another one of my regrets when I was younger. I wish I didn't take it out on women that I was cool with, that I ended good friendships with. And that's one thing I wish I didn't do, because, those women didn't want to deal with me, still don't want to deal with me to this day. Even if I see them in passing, they still don't want nothing to do with me. And they got every right to. I mean, some of the stuff I said to them and said at them, it was out of frustration towards like how people treated me. And I just took it out on everybody else because I was angry at the wrong person, or it's even women that I probably liked and I took it out on them, and then they didn't like me no more. They found themselves being with another person. And I got to learn to deal with that now. It was a hard mistake that I made, and that's some stuff that I do apologize to people that I was cool with that had nothing to do with what was going on. Apologize to them, but I already know that's over and done for, which is fine. I mean, I got to live with it, but at least I can sit here and say I've made mistakes in life, and I admit that. Some of the stuff I wish I would have known that when I was younger. Just accept the fact that I made mistakes and to get better. You know what I'm saying? Wish I would have had better friendships with people back then, man. A lot of people done me wrong over the years, man, just for being a good person, a good dude. And that's just men and women, man. I had to cut a lot of friendships and had to cut some family and stuff because it was just best for me, man. It was less stressing. And it happens. Like certain things I wish I would have known when I was younger, wish I would have learned. Horseback riding, skating. Probably had another thing too. I wish I would have had a good father figure when I was younger. Didn't really do, have a good relationship with my dad, man. Especially when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't, because of the stuff that we went through, I wasn't cool with the way he treated me, the things he said about me and things like that. And I wasn't cool with that. But now as I get older, man, I'm like more like onto the forgiving the fact that, hey, it is what it is. So I think I'm more cool with my dad now than I was back then. And that comes with like growth and just being older and being wiser and just learning things on my own that I wish I would have let him teach me when I was younger. So yeah, and I was young. That's one thing, man. I wish I would have had a better relationship with my dad. I wish I would have. Or just, just family in general, man. It's just wish I would have had just a better relationship with my family and my friends. But like I said, it happens. You got to move on to better, bigger, and better things. So it happens. I wish I would have knew. I wish when I was younger, I wish I would have knew more about autographs and jerseys and stuff that I do now, and just sports. I wish I would have just went to sporting events more when I was younger. Like as I'm older, I'm going to more events than I've ever have. And even when I was in my 20s and 30s, I love sports, but I didn't really go to games. Didn't know anything about graphing like I do now. Video games and stuff. I played a lot. I don't play it as much. I'll play it rarely. I play like my Dreamcast and my 360 and stuff like that. But I'm more about just old systems though. I love like older systems. I still got the nice graphics and stuff, man. That's why I love the Dreamcast because it had so much. It was before its time, man. The graphics was nice and everything. Kind of revolutionized video games and stuff. So that was cool. Like when I'm younger, I wish I would have Man, I wish I would have loved life or just experienced more when I was younger. I just wish I would have experienced more, just traveling and just being out of the country, um, having a passport, just um, playing basketball. I wish I would have took basketball serious. That's always gonna be a probably one of my biggest regrets was not taking basketball serious when I was younger. Like I said, I was over it. It just got boring for me, and I just wish I would have got at my dream more because it would have been wonderful. Um, what's another thing? Wish I would have known. Um, to let me see. I wish I would have had. I wish I would have had been in a relationship when I was younger, to a degree. I love being single. Don't get me wrong. Um, but I wish I could have um been in a relationship so I could just get the feel and the knowledge of just how things were and stuff. I was just so involved in just basketball and activities and all that stuff, which I look back at it and be like, I kind of made a good decision because love being single, love being doing things that I want to do. I don't have to worry about getting permission or if got younger kids and all that. Like I can just go wherever I want to, not worry about kids or anything like that. And it's wonderful. I love it. I love it. It's some days I wish I would have been like, damn, I wish I would have had kids. But then I look back and said, man, shoot, ain't no telling what would be going on. You know what I'm saying? Um, hmm. Let me see. Some more stuff. Mm. Mm. Um, man, I know it's gonna be some stuff. I just can't think of it. But yeah, man, those are just some things I just wish I knew when I was younger. I'm gonna do a part two of this. I finally got this thing merged with uh Instagram. So everybody that's on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, man, what's going on, man? Uh Finally know how to do that from this StreamYard. So happy about that. But yeah, man, y'all tell me what are some things you wish you know when you was younger that you know now. Um, y'all let me know in the comment section, man. Like and subscribe to the channel, the New Breed 313 Real Talk, the New Breed 313 Sports. It's your man Steve in the building, man. Coming from you live from the Cribbies. Man, I love y'all, respect y'all. I can't tell you how much I respect y'all. Y'all just don't know. I love every one of y'all, even the ones that don't like that I say and we get into conflicts with, don't like me. I still got love for you too. It's all love. But definitely tell me, man, what are things you wish you would have known when you was younger that you knew now? Please put that in the comment section on all the platforms. Y'all tell me what type of videos y'all want me to do next. Anybody that wants to do a video with me, man, you are welcome to. I'm gonna start just putting the links down on the bottom in case people want to like join in and stuff like that. That I can get y'all input and y'all can be on here and stuff. So, but like I said, man, it's your boy Steve, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.